County District Attorney this afternoon called Watts a liar and also revealed for the first time how Shanann and those two little girls were killed.
And our Jennifer Kowaleski was there, and Jen, the DA and judge described this as really the most vicious and inhumane case they've ever dealt with.
And Shannon, this is a crime that touched all of us. I know it was a story that was hard to report on. How can this happen? Why did this happen? We know more, but we still don't know everything.
Why did this have to happen? How could a seemingly normal husband and father annihilate his entire family? For what?
97 days since Shanann, Bella, and Cece were brutally murdered at the hands of their father. We may never know why he did it.
These are the questions that only one individual in this courtroom or on this planet knows the answers to.
Here are the gruesome new details we learned in court and from this newly released autopsy.
The defendant coldly and deliberately ended 4 lives. Not in a fit of rage, not by way of accident, but in a calculated and sickening manner.
Wells County District Attorney Michael Rourke says Christopher Watts strangled his pregnant wife Shanann with his own hands, and they found no defensive wounds. He then smothered his 4-year-old daughter Bella, who desperately fought back.
She bit her tongue multiple times before she died. She fought back for her life as her father smothered her.
3-year-old Cece was also smothered. Prosecutors say Watts loaded up all 3 bodies and drove them to this Anadarko oil site where he worked. He dumped his daughter's bodies inside separate oil tanks full of crude oil and buried Shanann in a shallow grave.
This defendant took those little girls and put them through a hatch at the top of an oil tank, 8 inches in diameter.
Acts so horrific and deliberate, a judge gave Watts 3 consecutive life sentences. There were a lot of disturbing details that were shared in the courtroom today. Now, as far as the motive, the DA says he believes the motive was that Chris Watts wanted to start a new life with his mistress and his girlfriend, and that is the reason why he killed Shanann and his 2 young daughters. It's not clear why he couldn't get a divorce, and he saw that as his only option, but that is what the DA believes the motive was. He also shared some other interesting details about Chris Watts' behavior and what he did after the murders. He actually called the preschool where the girls were scheduled to start school, told them they wouldn't be enrolled. The DA speculated as a way to buy him more time. He also called a realtor to begin the process of starting to sell the house. For now, we're live in Greeley. I'm Jennifer Kowaleski for Denver 7.
Yeah, it's also troubling. Thank you, Jen. And our